Let me ask you something. Have you ever felt like your goals are just too big to even start them? Have you ever felt like you're just waiting for something to happen, waiting for the perfect resources to start, or waiting for the perfect gear? I'm guilty. I'm definitely guilty. Trust me, I've been there. And let me tell you that starting small isn't not just good, it's actually powerful. Right now, we're living in a world where we're surrounded by social media. Everything is perfect, everything is beautiful, everyone is successful. And yes, we see all of this. We see it every single minute of every single day. But what we don't see are the steps that all of them took to get where they are. We see all of the glamour, all of the big things that they have, huge houses, a lot of money, a lot of success, but we don't see the steps that took them there. And that's something that we have to take into account. When we're starting a new project, we're always so focused on the end result, on what we want, on all of the things that we want to achieve, but we never really sit down and think about the steps that we need to take. For example, I've tried doing YouTube many times, and I've made a couple of videos, and then I stopped. And why do I stop? Well, I stopped because of the same things that I've been talking to you about in the video up until now. I'm always thinking about the end result, and I get anxious. I put pressure on myself. I feel overwhelmed. I want to do things now, and I want them to have an impact now. And that's not how it works. That couldn't be further away from the reality. The truth is that every expert was once a beginner. Every company started with one customer, and even every tree started being just a single seed. And that's what we have to think about. When I started doing my creative work, the truth is that I didn't have the fanciest equipment. I didn't have an idea most of the times about what I was actually getting myself into, but I was willing to try. Even though I'm gonna be honest with you here, I'm gonna be truly open. Even now, sometimes when I get offered a gig or something, sometimes I still feel a little bit anxious, and I just think about what's gonna happen, what can change, is it gonna be good? But I just have to push myself and just go and do it. Whatever happens, happens. But I just have to push myself, because if I don't know, if I don't do it, then how am I gonna learn? How am I gonna grow as a professional? How am I gonna get to my goal? And trust me, it wasn't perfect. It wasn't great at times. It was actually messy at some point. But truth is that if I hadn't done that, I wouldn't be here where I am right now, and I wouldn't be the person that I am. We have to go through the process. We have to take each step one at a time until we get to the goal that we want to get to. And sometimes we just want to take huge steps, and we just think, if I do this now, I'm going to be able to jump all over here, and I'm going to take away all those extra steps, and I'm going to make it. I'm going to do it. It's going to be awesome. But truth is that taking little steps is actually meaningful, because you can enjoy the journey that you're in. You can enjoy the process of growing, of getting to know people, of making contacts, of making mistakes. Sometimes we see mistakes as something that, oh, they shouldn't exist. But truth is that if we don't make mistakes, we're not actually gonna learn, because we're gonna keep on doing the same thing. And we have to keep on learning so that we can become a better version of ourselves. That's the truth. Sometimes you just plan big, and if it doesn't happen the way you want it to happen, you get frustrated, you get overwhelmed, and you just want to quit. But truth is that just having small wins feels great. Remember that small wins create momentum. And when you have momentum, you are definitely gonna get to the place where you wanna be. So I'm sure that right now you're watching this video and you're telling yourself, I have this idea and I want to do it. I have this other idea for a project and I want to get it done. But you haven't taken that step yet. And in reality, maybe you're waiting because you want it to be perfect, but it doesn't have to be perfect. It just has to start. This video is a short one, so I'm gonna leave it here. But if this resonated with you, please like, comment, share, subscribe, and I'll see you on the next one.